What's up, y'all? Man, it's been a quick minute since I made a video, man. I've been having a lot of shit to talk about, but yeah, man. I just been working a lot lately because I one of my managers is out on maternity leave, so instead of training somebody, I'm just kind of covering the shifts myself. You know, I usually work the same shift anyway, or like a similar shift. And yeah, so I've just been working. I think I worked like 59 hours this week, which really ain't that bad. I've done a lot more before, so it's not that bad. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to jump on here and um, talk about my bad. I wanted to talk about competition. Uh, you know, a lot of people nowadays, you know, they must have just grew up getting participation trophies because we don't get. When I grew up in the '90s. We didn't get no participation trophies, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we either won the chip or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't even want we ain't even like we ain't want no second place. Uh, you know what I'm saying? We ain't want the second place little chain or whatever they had or little trophy. Nah, man. Y'all can keep those. You know what I'm saying? Like even my son, he just was playing AAU basketball like a few years ago, and like heavy, like about 2, 3 years ago. And like I remember his little team, they used to get in trouble because like they be like, "Come on, we gotta take this picture for this second place." They be gone, they be mad. They ain't want that, man. We gotta compete, man. We gotta really stay competing, man. We not really competing. You look at like these other countries. You look at like China. These dudes got a law that your kid can only go to school so many hours a day, bruh, because they over here going too hard. That's why you see all these people, you know, coming over here, immigrant, whatever. They coming over here, and they're not coming over here to be mediocre because they could just stay where they coming from and be mediocre and you know just be low and be poor, like really poor too, because like in America, like y'all ain't really poor like that. Like y'all ain't really poor, man. Over here it ain't really poor like that, like most places. Like a lot of it is just people being lazy and being nasty. You know what I'm saying? Being nasty and not cleaning and shit like that, man. Like America, like, come on, man. Like if you most people got running water, toilets. You know what I'm saying? They getting food stamps. Like in some of these other countries, man, you'll fucking starve. You know what I'm saying? Like America, like really ain't nobody dying of starvation. These other countries, man, these motherfuckers is eating gruel, eating slop to stay alive, man. They eating to live. You know what I'm saying? We gotta compete more though. We gotta compete like as people. Especially like if you want it, like I ain't talking to nobody that's just like okay with their situation. This ain't for you. Click off my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. We competing, man. We trying to be number one. Trying to be number one, man. Like, I took my hat off for a minute. I was chilling. But yeah, man, we trying to be number one, man. Like, number one. None of this number two, three. Nah, man, we not satisfied with that shit. Like, that's cool. But number one, you know what I'm saying? We competing. We trying to get better every day. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what I'm saying is like, okay, if you had go to work every day, like I own the business where I work, but look, the reason why I do that is because I've been at multiple jobs. I've been the best dude at the job, but when you big and you black and ugly like me, man, you might not get the opportunity. So you gotta create that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's not an excuse. I'm just saying, like, some places, some people, some of these companies, they just not gonna give you that nod. There's only so high they gonna let you be. And that is what it is. I ain't never complained. I always just kept working. You feel me? And like, I just kept working. I never stopped working. I always kept working on myself. I kept trying to get better at sales, get better at the customer service, get better at developing the product. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your product suck, you ain't gonna get that much money. You gonna get some money because America's full of suckers. But if you got a great product, then you can go crazy with it. You feel me? But it's really about your effort. Plus, it's about your learning, your education. You got to be reading books. Like, I met another business owner today. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about our businesses and whatnot. And I think he owned like a parkour complex type business where they teach parkour and gym type stuff, tumbling and all that type of shit. And he's in year 17 of his business, man. I'm in year 3. My other business, I'm in year 5. But like, he told me about this book. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read it and then I might make a video and post a link to the book in the description. Maybe I might be able to do it tomorrow, but don't hold me to it. But one of the next videos I do, I will tell you guys about the book, and maybe I'll get some pages read in it tomorrow, and I'll be able to kind of tell you what it's about. Maybe if it piques your interest, you can give it a go. But yeah, we was just talking about business and stuff, and he told me about this book, and he was like, you need to read this book. You know what I'm saying? And like, when I jumped on my phone. I jumped on Amazon right then and told him, like, is this the author? I showed him the little, book cover or whatever on there. He was like, "You gonna buy the book now?" I was like, "Why not?" That's what I've been doing. I've been doing that. Like, when I meet other entrepreneurs, or I talk to anybody, I talk to people online. They say, "Hey, man, you ain't never read this book. You should give it a read." Man, I just buy the book because, like, number one, I'm gonna read the book. And then I'm gonna probably pass it off to my wife or my son or my daughter, somebody, let them read the book too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I look at it like I'm building like a library for, like, you know what I'm saying, my family, my lineage, you know what I'm saying? Like a little library where they can go to educate themselves on how to be bosses. You know what I'm saying? So, but I feel like the first thing, man, we gotta get the desire to be number one. I don't care if you work at Wendy's or McDonald's or Carl's Jr. You know what I'm saying? You need to be the number one fried nigga or whatever, the number one on the burgers. You need to be the number one on the dishes. You need to be the next crew leader. Then you need to be the assistant manager. Then you know what I'm saying? When that general manager come up, it's gonna probably take you some time, but you gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, those are the type of jobs that lead to that lead to you getting to the next level, man. And you know what I'm saying? You want to get to the upper echelons. You know what I'm saying? Most people, if you ain't never been no manager, how you gonna run a business? You know what I'm saying? You might that need to be maybe a step you try to take is go work your way into some like even lower management. Then you can see like, okay, this how this run, this how that run. Okay, cool. Let me start my side business. And you start your side business while you still working there. Work on it at nights and weekends. You get your chops up. And then once you get your chops up, you start learning. You start seeing how you can put these systems in effect. You know what I'm saying? Then you can boss yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Whole time you boss yourself up. You know what I'm saying? But you got to keep educating. You got to keep grinding. You got to do shit you don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just worked, what? I worked like, I just worked like a 12, almost a 12 piece, maybe a 10, like a 10 and a half piece just now. A 10 and a half piece. You know what I'm saying? And it is National Mac and Cheese Day, and I was doing a giveaway today. I was doing like a promotional giveaway because I went on the news. I was on the news the other day, my local news, and I told everybody, you know, for National Mac and Cheese Day, we was gonna be doing a giveaway. So I had a small size mac and cheese, like a kind of like a I don't know, like a whatever. I forgot what I was calling that joint, but yeah, I came up with it. I put it all together. Boom! I told them about it on Friday. I told them we was doing it. Boom, man! People start showing up. You know what I'm saying? The day started off slow, then it got crazy. You know what I'm saying? I ended up having to stay past. Usually, when I would stay when my crew comes, I had to stay and help. Then I started helping them kind of get like cleaned up and stuff. But like, if you the boss, you the owner, you the boss. You know what I'm saying? Your crew, they looking at you to be the leader. So you got to put yourself in a position where you used to leading and be ready to lead. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get no money just being the regular little dude sitting off in the corner not doing, talking about, oh, they don't pay me enough to do this. They don't pay me enough to do that. Those dudes, man, they gonna be the low dude forever, man. I hate to say it. You gotta go the extra mile, man. Nobody really wanna go the extra mile no more. That's really what I noticed. Cause you know, I hire people. Nobody wanna go the extra mile. They all, you know, you can see that shit in their face. It's like, oh, you don't pay me enough to do this. You don't pay me enough. You know what I'm saying? I pay pretty good too. And I do like a tip pool with all my employees. We all, like, everybody do the tips. I don't take no tips. But they get tips. You know what I'm saying? So whatever I'm paying plus is plus tips, right? So I'm paying like damn near California wage, but we in Colorado in a mid-sized town. You know what I'm saying? So, but like, nobody want to go the extra mile. Everybody just want to be. Everybody want to just come in, do the bare minimum, and then go home and play the game. That's really like what it is right now. You know what I'm saying? And like, we in the economic, like, I don't care what nobody say. The economy's not good. It's not good. It's not horrible, but it's not good. But it's only not horrible because the money is so inflated. So, you know, like, people still out here spending money and stuff, but they spending money, but like not like before. Like last year, people was going reckless, man. Like now, people are being conscious about what they're spending. But like, you know, I think once the election year is over, it's gonna kind of start ramping back up. You know, like boom, because it goes down and it's like gradual, and then it goes back up, and it's gradual. It's never just a straight shot. So, you know, I think right now is like the perfect time to like start putting your ducks in a row You know what I'm saying? And it's easy because nobody want to be a rock star. Everybody just want to do the bare minimum and shit. You know, it's like the employees against the job. See, when I was coming up and I was working at the job, like it was never like that. Like, you know, the dudes that I came up under, man, like they were real leaders. Like they trained. You know what I'm saying? They trained. They learned leadership. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the dudes that I learned from, he's like probably like one of the top leadership dudes. Like, you know what I'm saying? At least in this region for sure. You know, they be having him speak at all kind of conferences and stuff like that. And I was blessed to work up under him for a few years, you know what I'm saying, learn a lot. But like back in like the day too. Like I remember going to Grant Cardone with him, like back in the day when Grant Cardone was doing sales training at car lots. Look that shit up. Yep. I still got my notes. I still got my notes. I still got my notes from when I was I think I was like about 20. I'm about to be 42 this year. I was probably about 24, 25 years old when I went to that Grant Cardone thing. Like, and I asked him, I said, I'm trying to figure out how to make 6 figures. And he broke that shit down like, this is what you gonna do. This is how many people you're gonna talk to. This is, like, he broke that shit down, man. Like, that dude, like, where he at now, like, he deserves to be where he's at. He's cutting up. He getting to that crazy bag. But you ain't gonna get there unless you learn how to be a leader. And you gotta wanna be number one. You can't be just like, oh, I'm just gonna do the minimum, man. You get the minimum, you gonna get the minimum. What's the average income? 30 grand, 33 grand or some shit like that. Like, that's what you gonna get, man. If you wanna be average, you wanna go work your little shift and then go play the game and just, you know, when they call for, yeah, you want to do overtime, you never want to do no overtime. You never want to help cover no shifts. You not, you know what I'm saying? Who you trying to impress? You trying to impress them other workers, or you trying to impress the boss? You know what I'm saying? You got to get your mind together, man. You know what I mean? What team you want to be on? Cause like I own companies, so it's like, look, you want to be who you want to be friends with, who you want to be buddy with. You want to be buddy with the check writer, or you want to be buddy with the motherfucker that I'm probably getting ready to fire. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pick. Cause you over there, you might get caught up in the crosswind. If I get too many real good resumes, I might get rid of both of y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? You gotta tighten up. You better find something you like about that manager that you don't like and figure out a way where y'all can find some common ground and you can get to the money. You know what I'm saying? So then when he go in that next meeting with his boss, he gonna be like, man, yeah, Jim been stepping it up. Boom. So then when the next position come open, guess what? Home buddy gonna be like, man, Jim, we need to bring Jim. He bout it. He getting to the he over here trying to do the numbers. He over here trying to do numbers. Like we trying to do numbers. We need to bring him over here with us. You know what I'm saying? You can stay over there. Cause they still need people to put the widgets or whatever together. But like if you want to be in a room where they like designing the widgets and figuring out how much they can check off the widgets, you know what I'm saying? You better get in that next room, man. You gotta get to that levels, man. Staying low ain't the move. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, even if you at Wendy's, man, fuck them other motherfuckers up in there, man. I'm up in here trying to get some extra shelves, trying to make it the crew leader, assistant manager. What can I help with? Boom. You need me to come in when the truck come at 2 in the morning and put that whole away? I'm coming. Whatever. That's the kind of dude I always been. That's why I'm the boss now. So, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's just my thoughts, man, for today. I'm out.